How to cope with being triggered. What does it actually mean to be triggered? Being triggered means you're experiencing past pain in the present moment. It can feel like you're having a big emotional reaction that is disproportionate to what's actually going on. For example, maybe your partner forgets to buy the kind of bread you like and out of nowhere you feel overwhelmed with sadness or anger. You might think to yourself, it's just bread, why am I making such a big deal out of this? But if you did a bit of exploration, you might discover it's not actually about the bread. It might be about a childhood pattern of being denied the things you enjoy. Or perhaps you're experiencing some unprocessed sadness about not feeling listened to by a parent. Why was I triggered? As adults, we typically become triggered by experiences that are reminiscent of old painful feelings. It's like the reopening of a wound that hasn't had a chance to heal. For example, you might get angry when you think you're being told what to do if you felt controlled in the past. You might get anxious whenever someone isn't there for you if you had emotionally unavailable parents. You might panic when you're in a situation over which you have no control if you have a history of feelings helpless. Why does being triggered feel so awful? When we experience a trigger, our body kicks off a complex process of self-protection that readies us for 3 possible actions: fight, flight, or freeze. Our adrenaline spikes, and stress hormones like cortisol course throughout our bodies and brain. Once our stress hormones are released, we often lose touch with our healthy coping skills and succumb to reacting rather than responding. How do I identify my triggers? Identifying our triggers is a 3-step process. 1. Notice the internal shift. It's not always easy to recognize what triggered us. Our heightened emotions and dysregulated nervous system can make it difficult to pinpoint what exactly stimulated such a strong response. To identify your trigger, go back and try to find the moment when you went from okay to not okay. What felt upsetting? A comment from your boss? A story on the news? A text from a friend? 2. Name your feelings. The next step is to notice how you felt when you were triggered. Did you feel sad, anxious, scared, angry? One way to become attuned to our feelings is to notice the sensations in our body. Many emotional experiences start in the body before moving into our conscious awareness. For example, sadness might feel like a heaviness in your chest and shame might feel like a pit in your stomach. 3. Understand the trigger. Get to the root of your triggers by asking yourself the following questions. When, in my life, have I experienced something like this before? What does it remind me of? Are the feelings familiar? What thoughts come with the emotions? Is there a specific event from my childhood that stirred up similar emotions? 4 ways to self-regulate when you're triggered. 1. A deep sigh. When you start to feel like your emotions are about to take off on a roller coaster ride, take a few seconds to slow down and breathe to calm your body. A deep sigh is your body-brain's natural way to release tension and reset your nervous system. 2. Take a breather. It can be difficult to be objective when we're triggered, so remember that it is okay to step away for a moment to let yourself calm down. You can end a conversation, put down your phone, or walk away from your computer. Whatever you need to refocus and rebalance yourself. 3. Journaling. When we're triggered, our thoughts can run riot in our heads, so it can be useful to give them a place to live. Journaling can help us release stuck emotions and make sense of our thoughts and feelings. Just write whatever comes to mind. 4. Accept your feelings. As the saying goes, you've gotta feel it to heal it, so be gentle with yourself and try to stay as non-judgmental as possible about your feelings. Often our triggers give us an opportunity to do some more grieving or to heal some things from the past that need to be dealt with.